Good day, guys, and it's another episode on the street on Impromptu TV. My name is Daoud Olusegun. I'm always your wonderful good host. And today we're going to be asking a whole lot of questions on the streets. On this episode, we'll be talking about the politics and a whole lot of things that are going around in Nigeria. The case of West City. Now election is coming, and what do people think? What do they think is going to be like in 2019? I've got a brother here. Sorry, what's the name?
Makinde.
Okay, it's Makinde by name. We'll be asking him, what do you think about the Buhari administration as a whole?
To me, I think there are a lot of expectation from the administration, but according to their manifesto, they say they'll be providing millions of jobs and they'll be feeding the students in government schools, but all to no avail. The reverse is the case, because the president ends up spending virtually most of the time abroad on medical treatment, and a lot of expenses were on his health alone, not even on the country. So that is another disappointment concerning this tenure. But I think on the other aspect, if you look at what some other governors are doing under the umbrella of the APC party, like Governor Mode here in Lagos, he's really working a lot of projects. You look at the Oshodi bridge, the shopping mall is trying to build, the way he's renovating everywhere, the bridges, the flyovers and everything. I think it's something to comment about the governor.
Okay, the Buhari administration, how has it affected you as a person? What do you think?
Seriously, for the youth are really crying out there, because there's no real job out there again, because everybody is just trying to survive. But
so, to your own aspect, in what way do you think we can make a change? That the change they are talking about, in what way do you think we can make that change happen?
Okay,
as a person,
to me, the change really starts from we ourselves. We should try to man up and face life the way it is, and try to be good entrepreneurs. We shouldn't expect to look up to anyone to be of help when it comes to creating jobs. We should try and think out of the box. What can we do? You know, there are great innovators out there. Even young people are doing great things nowadays. So I will encourage the youth to just not be those that should after graduation, after service, that I'm going to go to a corporate organization. There's no real job out there. They're even downsizing a lot in companies now, in multinationals. So I would advise youths to think of what they can do on their own that will fetch them good money. They should start thinking big, and with God backing, things are going to work out.
Okay, we're in 2018 right now, and 2019 is approaching. The election is approaching so fast and so fast. So have you gotten your permanent voter's card as a person?
Yes, of course.
So what are your expectations of 2019 as per the election?
2019, you know, it's always as expected. You know, a lot of rumors, there'll be war and all those, but at the end of the day, God take control. I believe it's going to be the way it always is, and I don't think there'll be any form of civil war or bloodshed. This is just part of those election challenges we have in Nigeria. I think it's going to be as usual.
I would like to make reference to the benue massacre. Okay. The clash of the headsmen. What's your thoughts on it? And as per the presidency, there was no reply. There was no condolences from them. Even the president did not come to condole with them on this. So what's your thoughts on this Fulani headsmen killings and all that? It didn't even happen in Benue State only. It happened in other states. So what do you think the administration? What do you think they should do about it, and what are they doing about it?
I think there is a minus on the side of the president. President should be over every affairs of the state, and I think on that aspect I won't quickly blame the president, but maybe his assistant or subordinate, they are not getting him they are not passing the information across as soon as possible, because that will not blame the president, because they cannot be everywhere at a time. If people are working under him to give him that information. So if the president is not getting that message, I won't blame him. So we should always try to be transparent when it comes to issues like this.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm on the streets getting facts, people to talk about the government, to talk about a whole lot of things. And I'm still on the street, and I'm still Daoud Paul on Impromptu TV. Okay, Yeah, good day, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to know your name. What's your name, sir?
Okay, I'm Silence.
Okay, Silas. I'd like to ask you in person, the Buhari administration as a government, as a presidential parliament, how has it been for you? What have you experienced on the Buhari administration?
If I must be honest with you, so far he has really tried in some aspects.
Okay.
But the aspect of protecting life and property of the nation, he has woefully failed there. Because if you can take a look at the killings in our country now, it's becoming very alarming. Like if you go to Benue State, you go to Southern Kaduna, you go to Taraba, you go to Plateau and other places, you hear of killings every day. So if I must be honest, and if at all I'm in the right position to offer any advice, I will advise him to take critical look at this aspect, the aspect of the security.
Okay, and I'd like to ask you, 2019 is fast approaching, and we'll be electing another political party to rule Nigeria as a person, as a country, sorry to say. But what are your advice to Nigerians for the 2019 election?
They say our votes count. So if our votes must count, there's every need we vote for the right person. We shouldn't just because of religion or because of ethnicity, we just go and vote for anyhow person at all. So we should consider the right person that is capable of taking care of the country in both the aspect of the security, in both the aspect of fighting corruption and other aspects.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, but I'd like to ask you the last one. Okay. I'd like to ask you this. If you've been put in place as a political person, you got in a political way and you were elected as the president of this country, what are you going to do as a person?
I think the question is a little bit complicated.
Okay.
Perhaps I'm not a politician and I didn't intend...
You're not right now, but I'm putting you in a position, you're elected as the president of this country. Yeah. What are you going to do first?
The first thing, the most fundamental thing I would like to do, if at all I'm chance to be the president of the country, is the aspect of security. To protect the life and property of the citizens. I think that is the number one.
In what way can you tackle it? Because they might be listening to you now and they might be listening that okay, this is what we needed to kick it up. So in what aspect will you tackle that?
We will do I'm thinking of maybe improving the aspect of the security in the sense that we will make use of biometric security system in many of the aspects. You know, the world is a global world now. If you go to advanced countries, they doesn't make use of, they make use of personnel in the aspect of security as well, but they consider that biometric as the basic aspect, as a basic means of protecting life and property. If at all now, okay, like if you take a look at all these smartphones now, most of them make use of biometric. It's either they use AFIS, that is automated fingerprint identification system, or they use facial scanner or other things. So if we can enhance these things, it will really help the country.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hey guys, we're still on the street on Impromptu TV, and I've got a lovely lady by my side, and I'd like to ask you a personal question. It has to do with the political aspect of Nigeria. I'd like to ask you about the Buhari administration as a whole. How has it affected you in person as a person?
It has affected me in many ways, like financially, like, you know, in Nigeria now, things are not easy. It's not easy. Like, everybody is suffering in Nigeria. The situation of the country now, there's no money. There is money in this country. They should pump it so that people can live well. The government should please find solution to the problem of Nigeria, because by the time we see next year now, people will just be dying unnecessarily because the situation of this country can permit you to go and commit suicide. It's not good.
Okay, I want to ask you about the Fulani Herdsmen issue in Benue and other states, that the northern and the southern parts of Nigeria. It's been a heck. So what's your say about it? The killings and all that. What's your say about it?
It's not fair. It's not fair at all. It's not good for them to be killing people like that. They are not animal. They are human beings. So I'll plead with the government to do something about it. It's just not right.
We are approaching 2019 right now, and it's going to be an election. We are electing another person to take charge of all that as a country in 2019. Now, are you still expecting those, sorry to use the word, old men who ruled us before to still rule us, or you're expecting others to come in?
I'm expecting others to come in 2019 because those ones, we've seen what they've done, and we need new person to at least to move the country forward.
Do you need an old person or a young and innovative person to come in?
It's not all about old or young. It's about the benefit of our country. How it's going to move our country to a greater level. So I will just say a young person should be ruling us now because we are tired of the old men ruling us. We don't see what they are doing for us.
Okay, thank you very much.